another edition of the greatest D&D streamer in this world and the next. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs here. Guts. We got Solrak the Destroyer here, ready to slash and bash your Thursday night away, along with Fang the Mang and the chattiest of them all, Wilmore Chaddington. Now, take us away in another epic adventure. You got D streaming in all the land. This is our DM of the night and all of our adventures. Nate Gonzalez, take it away here.
Oh, thank you, Solrak the Destroyer, and welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Goblins Under the Stairs. Tonight, night 40 of our campaign, so claps all around for everyone making it this far. Thanks for joining us here. I think it's going to be a fun one. Let's go ahead and do a quick little recap. Woo, sparklers and cheers and fireworks.
We got the clap, you guys.
Exploding high five.
All right. Thank you. Hey, D&D Club, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in here. All right, so let's do a quick little recap of what happened the last time we were all together. So you guys started off last game in the Northlook Inn, just about to call it a night on this third and final night of the full moon. And as you guys know, Solrak has been afflicted with this curse of the Lichen Curse. He's got the werewolf infliction inside of him. So this third and final night, he had to try to fight off that infliction one last time, and I pushed his bed up against the door to try to barricade himself in there, and he felt that the call of the full moon inside of him, and he even howled out loud, and he was able to fight back that Lichen Curse from taking it over him. Luckily for him and all the innocent bystanders that were inside of the tavern at the time. Wilmore also in that night had something a little rough happen to him. He found his way to sleep, and in his sleep he found himself in the Shadowfell, a land full of shadows and darkness and death and decay. And in this plane, he was met face to face with the Balor, his patron that he's made his warlock pact with. And Balor is not very happy with Wilmore, not very happy one bit. Wilmore has forgotten to perform his ritual to good old Bally, and so Balor made him feel the pain, made him feel the burn of his flame whip and lightning sword. And Wilmore woke up drenched in sweat, and he had a burn on the side of his face, and this feeling of emptiness and chaos deep inside of him. You guys all woke up, found each other down in the tavern, and got yourselves knucklehead trout, smoked, Solrak with some boiled sausage, and you guys decided that, we're going to head on out to find these ingots. After a quick little pit stop to try to find Sheriff Southwell, he was not in his office at the moment, so you guys were like, let's go ahead and let's go do it. After, of course, acquiring the griffin from Beldora. So you guys got this griffin and made your way on up to the north to try to find these ingots. And on your journey, you found this dwarf corpse, dismembered, buried in the snow, lying on the ground. It was a torso with limbs torn off of it. Looked like a very brutal scene. And this guys continued on because you saw some little footprints and drag marks leaving that area. So about 30 minutes later, after following these tracks, you guys found 4 squat, short humanoid creatures with this kind of blue, scaly flesh pulling the ingots on a wagon with 2 white dragon wormlings. And you guys decided to swoop on down in front of them and try to talk it out with them briefly. And you noticed that they only spoke Draconic, and they weren't much the talking type in general. They were more so about the swords and axes that they were wielding. So they unsheathed them, and a fight ensued. You guys took them down. Cuomo went unconscious for a little bit, but was able to come back up. Sanity poofed out of existence after dropping an ingot on one of the wormlings' head. And you guys took them out. And now you guys stand here with these ingots all in this cart, this wagon. They have a burlap covering on them, and on the ingots, each one of them have a stamped image of a foaming mug. And you guys figured on out, you're going to try to get some of these ingots in Wilmore's bag of holding and get Cuomo and the Griffin to pull the wagon. And before you guys were heading on out, I believe there were some things that you would like to do in the area. So let's go ahead and take it from here.
Things and yes. I guess before I'd hop on the cart, I would kind of check the dragons and the dead dragon keen. See if there's anything good on them.
Sure. If you can go ahead and make an investigation or perception check to check them over if you'd like.
We will do perception. Solid 9.
Solid 9. Yeah, you look them over real quick. Obviously the dragons don't have anything on them. They were harnessed to the wagon, but the harness was pulled off of them when one of the dragon chosens pulled them off of it. But you're looking over the bodies and you do see that one of them has in a sealskin pouch attached to their side. Looks to be 2 potions, not red potions as you have typically seen. And they also seem to have like a couple silver and copper pieces in there altogether, maybe 12 silvers and 30 copper. There's also a whistle in there. It seems to be made out of some sort of bone. And the same humanoid is wearing a belt that's made out of a dragon hide, it seems.
Okay. I'll take the potions.
Yeah.
And the bone whistle. I'll actually give the bone whistle a little blow.
Yeah, it gives a very kind of like ethereal kind of sound in the wind, with the snow, or the wind blowing the snow as well.
Potions from the dragons. Okay.
And yeah, there was she was also wearing that dragon hide belt, and then the other 3, they also had the same kind of sealskin pouches on them. They all had roughly 10 copper pieces in each one.
I'd look at the copper pieces and just throw them on the ground at the guys and say, have fun if you like. And
How generous of you.
anything for little Soli. Matter of fact, Solrak, just out of curiosity, you've got that honker on you. Do you smell anything funny? As I kind of look around for just tracks, like not necessarily for this group.
You mean funny? Funny like you here?
I am quite hilarious. Thank you for understanding, Solrak. I really appreciate you sometimes. You're a good friend.
Let's see. And I start sniffing around.
Yeah, start sniffing around. Make a perception with advantage with your keen dog senses.
Oh, God damn it.
7 and a 3. Yeah, you're sniffing around the area all around, and I mean, as I mentioned the last time we were all together, it's a bit of a more blustery day today. Wind's a bit heavier, snow coming down. So with all this, like, you know, the elemental forces at hand here, it's hard to kind of pick up any scents in your area.
Okay.
Nothing, little man.
And there's no like tracks off the path. Anything like that?
Nah, nothing that you can see. You can see the heavy indentations of the sled that was, you know,
Yeah.
behind you, but nothing in front of you.
Well,
How far out can we see? Is the visibility pretty good?
No, it is not. You cannot see further than 100 feet in front of you currently.
Okay.
So even like this map right here, you guys can't even see the whole thing.
Okay.
I go I pick up the belt and kind of look at it, just see is it just like the dragon like hide, or is there like kind of anything that's more ornate to it?
You can go ahead and make you make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, 7 light dice today, boys.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty crude looking belt in general. You can looking over the bodies and whatnot, you can tell that, you know, not the richest of humanoids, but it is a dragon hide belt, so that's kind of cool in general, but it doesn't seem to be anything special or anything like that.
Okay. Well, gents, we've got what we were looking for. What do you say we head back and try and find those dwarves?
I think that's a great idea, but while we move back, we do need to keep in mind that earlier, I think something tracked north, so I don't know if it's going to come back, so we may just want to be on our tippy toes. And I'm going to hop into the cart, lean back, start stretching. So if you guys want to just get to getting, and I'm going to start sticking my finger in the potion and tasting it. Feel free to go.
Well, all right. So, so I took my 50 feet of hempen rope, and cut it in half. Tied both ends to the wagon, and tied the other ends to Cuomo and the Griffin. So they're kind of taking the weight, including Chattington's fat ass.
It is a fat ass.
It kind of dumped thick back there, Chattington. Not gonna lie.
All right. Let's
to
stop
me.
talking about his ass.
Someone's a little jealous there, huh, Chattington?
Disgusting.
Alrighty. Yeah, definitely stay vigilant, boys.
Those brown stains on his pants. Gross.
All right, so you guys are heading on back towards
Yes.
Brinchandier.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I guess Solrak, you're leading the way.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You guys want to make a group survival check? You guys just want Solrak to make one?
Group check.
Let's do it. Send it.
Group check. Let's do it. Oh, also, oh yeah, I guess you guys already have it set up, but on the top now of the game log, you can see it says self or
14.
everyone. You make sure it's clicked to everyone. It does send to. But it looks like you guys are all
What?
good. On the top of the game log, it says send to.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, make sure it's to everyone.
Sexy.
All right.
So I can send like. Oh.
It's just
Okay.
rules.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can like click Dungeon Master and then like text you and be like, I stick it in Solrak, and then just like roll, I guess, agility.
Yeah, agility.
It's not even a thing.
Exactly. All right. Okay. So you guys begin making your way, dragging this wagon, and yeah, the snow is a bit heavy right now. It's just kind of hard to make your way through here, but you guys are doing it with Cuomo and the Griffin. I can't think of her name right now. Bessie, in tow, and yeah, you guys are making your way along. Anything that you guys are discussing or doing in this time while you guys are making this trek back and pulling everything?
I'm walking with Brutus ahead of the pack. I'm actually talking to him using my B sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to lock you out. The room here. Too dangerous for you, boy. I knew you'd understand, but if I turn into a werewolf and go around and killing everybody, please select to keep you around. You are a great boy.
He kind of just comes up to you and rubs up against your shins and looks up at you.
Good boy, good boy.
Yeah.
We go to bed. Make sure you take a shit near Wilbur's shoes. Keep walking.
He barks, and you can hear in your head he says something along the lines like, his shoes are a little too small for these shits.
Never stopped me before.
You guys keep on trucking off the head. Fang or Wilmer, you guys doing anything?
I'm just walking alongside Cuomo to keep him company. Really just looking out in front of me, make sure we don't spot anything. But also thinking to my head, okay, if I keep kicking more ass, I think I can convince them to have us be called the Fang Gang. Yeah, I like that.
Love it.
I have my feet up on the above me on the cart, leaning back. I'm just kind of like gently sipping this potion. I'm just going, Fang Gang. Like it.
So you're drinking the potion right now?
I'm just like sticking my finger in it and tasting it, I'm a little hungry, trying to get a little gummy going.
All right, you can make a you can try to do Arcana try to figure out like what it is.
That is advantage. So that's 1. That's 18. And a 13.
Okay. Yeah, so this kind of like amberish hue to this potion. Like I said, it's not like the stereotypical red of a healing potion, so you're kind of curious about it. Kind of tasting it around, rubbing all around your gums and whatnot. And, yeah, you kind of like look over at Brutus and Bessie and Cuomo, and you feel like you kind of have like a more like sense of like a connection to them.
Okay. Okay.
And you know, you're kind of piecing together. You're like, maybe this is I've heard about these kinds of things before. This could be one of those animal friendship potions.
1 second, 2 potions.
Is he saying this out loud, or is he just thinking this to himself?
It's up to Wilmore.
I guess I would I'd take it, I rub it on the gum, and I think to myself, that is a fine looking griffin. And then like I sense its thoughts about me, trying to like think about that. Do I get anything about what it thinks about me?
No, it's pretty much you don't get any sense of the thoughts or anything, but you definitely feel like you know, maybe you could have a good like friendship connection, a deeper connection, like spiritual almost with this animal.
Seems like it's a griffin aphrodisiac.
Friendship.
Say.
Oh, animal friendship.
Stop staring at that bird like that, you
Just-
creep.
I'm just-
what are you doing?
I'm just gumming myself, looking at the griffin, going,
Ew. How you doing that?
it tastes good and looks good too. And I look at the potion, then I look at the griffin.
Hey, they said we could not harm the bird. I'm sure that includes fucking it half. You stay away from that bird half.
Someone in the
so
chat
right.
says that you're
It-
rolling
it's
for
right.
sure. And Dago, love that.
I just have certain feelings sometimes. You see, guys, I have an emptiness in me that I'm trying to fill right now with possible drugs or possible touch. I miss touch.
Touch
Drop your
Fang's
standards
bald
here,
head.
Chaddington.
Touch
Oh, I'll just-
Fang's bald head. I'm sure it'll feel nice.
It does
Let me
feel
just-
nice. I keep it real smooth.
Just rub it in oil. Rub
But
it all over yourself.
I like it a little.
You creep.
That's the thing, Fang. You're not my type. I like them fuzzy.
That you're not hurting my feelings.
All right.
So like as you're saying this to Wilmore and looking at him and kind of making fun of him and everything, you feel the ground underneath you shake a little bit, and ice kind of crack.
Oh, what the hell is that? Everybody, run!
I start trying to run this way, away from the ice.
You guys falling in tow?
Hold on, it's just how big is this crack?
It's just like you can hear like the ground underneath this, like the packed snow, just start.
What the hell are you waiting for here? Run!
I quickly go untie the.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the griffin.
Are Cuomo and the Griffin able to fly at all while dragging the wagon?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. Ugh.
Solrak, that sound of the cracking ice. You feel the earth underneath you. You start buckling and pushing up.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to move my way out of this and over towards the tree line over here.
All right. You start running over there. And as you start running over, this large claw hand reaches out from the ground and emerges from there. You see this large crimson slimy fleshed beast with his mangly claw pull up. Let me see if I can send a picture. I think they were messed up yesterday. Damn it, yeah. Alright, that's all good. He reaches up with his claw through the ice and he goes up and grabs at you. Let me roll that. Hopefully that shows to you. 23 to hit.
Son of a bitch.
Let me make sure that this is sent to everyone. Because you guys like seeing it.
I do.
And you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And this creature now plunges out of the ground, out of the ice, and he's standing there about 15, 20 feet tall. And he grabs you in its hand, and he's just holding you there. Let's go ahead and let's get combat going.
Right. Am I able to defend myself since hit me and I have my slots?
Nope. That was a surprise attack round, and he got a surprise attack on you. And now we're going to go into initiative.
Boom.
And you are grappled in his hands right now. Let me see if I can put grapple on you. I don't think I can.
Wait, when I said all this, did they just stand there like fucking idiots?
Fang started doing some stuff. Wilmore said he was hopping on the griffin, it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, it pretty much you started running and took a little bit of time, guys. Alright, so let's see. Let me just put Cuomo after Fang. And then Wilmore, you were up. Top of the round.
Top of the round, bright eyes.
Brutus is underneath this creature's feet, and yes, Solrak is in its hands.
Unspent diary. Hold on one second.
Let me see if I can find this picture on my Photoshop.
Okay, yeah. So so it's he's a blobby blob, and he's got Solrak in his hand.
That is it.
So I'll just kind of start strumming a little bit, and underneath the blob, the snow kind of separates just a little bit, and a little bit of grass starts growing up his leg, and that's going to be level 3 Wither and Bloom.
Level 3 Wither and Bloom. So that's a
14 con save.
Con save for me. Well, I rolled a 7.
Oh, cool. Well, then he does 7 points of damage, and then Solrak, you can roll up to 2 hit die to heal.
And that would be 2d6s? Or what?
No, 2 your D12s or D10s. Your barbarian or fighter class.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
and then so it's so roll 2 of the hit die, and then add my spell modifier is what, 3, and then add 6 to it.
So add 6 your spell modifier. Okay, so I got 12 back. Thank you.
And then make sure you mark the 2 hit die though.
I did. It just rolled into a 6, which is awful. But...
2d 12 and you did a 6. That's horrible. All right, well 12 total. All right. And then I am going to. I guess I can't untie. I just use my. Or can I untie as a free action? Dealing with the rope?
I'll let you do it.
All right. I'll untie the griffin, and then kick him up so we go up 20 feet in the air.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
yuck. Cool. So you're going 20 feet in the air on the griffin right now?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll roll an animal handling check for me though.
Should have taken the training.
I don't need no training, son.
Should have saved the 50 gold pieces, Solrak.
Yeah.
I don't need no training.
Feeling the effects of that potion that you're gumming a little bit, and you got a little bit of swagger under your belt right now. You feel like you can handle this griffin quite fine, and yeah, you take to the air about 20 feet.
Double on
Yeah, I
contact.
handle that griffin. Does she like it?
My dice on me. No. Maybe.
Maybe.
Let me grab my dice though. I need them. All right. So that's your turn.
That's it.
All right. This dude is up now. He's got Soul Rack in one hand, right? All right. So he's going to just grab Soul Rack, and he's going to just he starts squeezing Soul Rack's body in its hand, and you see the eyeballs on Soul Rack just start popping out of his head. Let's see. You need to make a strength check. Or strength saving throw, rather.
19, bitch.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
strong.
So you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As he just squeezes you, and then as he's just squeezing you, he looks at you, and he goes to try to bite you. This is with advantage because you are grappled in his hands. But he misses on the bite. Yeah, and he goes, yeah, somehow he misses the bite as you're just in his hand, and he puts you up to his mouth, and you're squirming out of the way, I guess, and he is unable to find his mouth. Yeah, so that is his turn. Let's see what Fang's got.
Right. So I am going to move up. So I'm 10 feet away from him.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 1 key point to use Fang of the Fire Snake to increase my melee range to 10 feet.
Okay.
And I am going to attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
Oh, and
this is
with
fire
that-
damage?
Yes, but also with that hit, I felt the power surge through me with my wolf bite ring as I use one of its charges.
Oh, awesome. Solrak, I forgot one more thing, too. Sorry.
There's more?
You take 7 cold damage.
Why? Why?
You feel its crimson slimy, like the sliminess just covering your body. Yeah, this icy slime just starts covering your body and it's freezing. It's so fucking cold, man.
Horseshit. Oh.
So,
all right, so you did
8 damage on the quarterstaff, and then for some reason I can't click on.
But you did Fang of the Fire. Doesn't that do extra damage, the Fire Snake? Only if you spend an extra key point?
Yes.
Gotcha.
But I can't click on my wolf bite ring. I believe it's extra 2d6.
Let me just check that. Yeah, it's 2d6. Just on the bottom left of the VTT, just click the dice button and click 2d6.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
8 more damage.
8 more damage, and so there's no fire damage in there, right?
It's
Because it's just the, but you didn't spend the extra key point.
I did not spend the extra
Okay,
key
so
point.
minus 16 then. Got it.
8. Yeah.
Okay, that was 1 attack.
Yep. And then yep, we're gonna do it again.
All right, and you use that key point, right? 24 will hit for sure.
No, so it's the rest of the turn. So once I use Fangs of the Fire Snake once.
I'm saying, but you spent that 1 key point to use it, though, right?
Yeah. All right, and then to hit another 8 damage, and then bonus action. I drop back a little bit to Cuomo, and I command him to bite his way out of the rope.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. He does it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'll just say he does it. Anything else for Cuomo?
I'll have him then if he can do that. If he were to attack, then can he use both a beak and claw strike, or would it just be claw?
I was saying no action. That was going to be his action.
That was his action. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Yep, we are good then.
Okay, Brutus is up now. Brutus is fucking terrified of this thing. I want to see how Brutus reacts. Okay, Brutus is going to. He's pretty fucking terrified, but him and Solrak were just having this heart to heart, and bonding really deep. So Brutus is going to try to help his homie. He's going to try to bite this thing. He's going to hit with a 16 for sure or a 21. So he does 10 points of damage to him. And Brutus, though, starts getting covered in this icy slime and gets 10 points of damage to him, unfortunately.
Shit.
Okay. Oof. Yeah, that icy slime seemed to cover Brutus's body and slow him down a lot. He whimpers in pain, and he looks up at you, Solrak, to do something.
Alright, well, I see. Covered in this shit. My dog's covered in this shit. I'm fucking hurt. Then, worst of all, Elmore flew the griffin without having to take the goddamn gargoyle. I'm gonna rage here.
You go into a rage. Yeah, you've never been more pissed off in your life.
Now I'm gonna fucking swing demon sword at this bastard and try to free myself from its grasp.
Okay, yeah, swing demon sword at it. Go for it.
That's a 22.
22 will definitely hit.
It's 5 plus my 2. Is it 1d6? I forget.
Yes.
1d6. It's a 6. So 11 there.
And that's with your rage damage. Yeah, yeah.
13 with my rage damage.
Hell yeah. Cool. So that was with the demon sword, right?
Yep, so I get one more hit.
Yeah, so you pull out your demon sword there and you slash down on it, and the flaming heat just slices into its body, and you see its black beady eyes look at you with fear, and its mouth goes, and he drops you on the ground. You make a dex saving throw real quick. As he looks and recoils with fear from the flame of your sword, and he starts backing up from you. 19, yeah, you fall, land perfectly fine. You got your both swords in your hand. What do you do, man?
Alright, swing number 2, demon sword here!
Go for it.
Oh yeah, and it's a 22. Okay, that is at 10, so we're at 12 so far. Plus 1, so 13 damage.
13? Okay. Very nice. And yeah, he starts recoiling so, like, tremendously in fear from this heat and the flame from the sword.
Alright, and that's it for me.
Yeah, okay. It is Wilmore's turn now.
Actually, when it recoils away, does that count enough to give me an opportunity attack?
He's still in your range. He didn't use any movement to get away or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Absolutely. Severe question. Wilmore, you're up.
So he moved away from Solrak when he got hit with the fire.
He literally, after Solrak hit him with the flame sword, he dropped him in fear of this, from the sword, from the heat, from the flame, whatever, and then he hit him again, and he seemed to recoil in fear again.
Alright. So
Give Chanting a nod.
You know what to do.
I don't. Or I guess I know what to do. I guess now's a better time than ever. I reach up, I put a finger out, I bend it, and I jam out one of the eyes of my helm, and I'm gonna cast Fireball in a manner that it only hits the thing.
All right, so that's a 50-foot or 30-foot circle, right?
Yeah, but like, it's a 20-foot circle, but I'm
20.
gonna do it so that like it doesn't hit Solrak and
I gotcha.
Brutus.
All
You know
right,
what I mean?
so that's a dex save for me, right?
14 dex on 34 damage.
I rolled a 14, but I have a -1 as my dex. So 13. So
34 damage.
34 damage. Wow.
And so for like my thing has 2 charges in it, but I don't think I ever changed it once I got the new one, so I'm not gonna cast the second charge.
Cool.
I'm just gonna leave it. Now there's
That's
only one.
totally fair. Yeah, this fireball just roars around him and you do a bunch of damage to him, and he starts shaking and like cowering back. You guys see this massive blobby creature, his toothy maw and the black beady eyes. He's a tremendous of a beast, but he's scared right now of you guys, and he is booking it.
How do I get an
He
opportunity?
runs, yeah. You can take an opportunity attack.
Yeah, buddy.
It starts booking it, and then you slice into him with the demon sword. 25 will hit, yeah.
Okay, so that is 9 so far, plus my d6, which is the 4, 12 damage.
12 damage, okay. Another big slash of the flame sword rips into him. He screams in pain and anguish and fear. He starts burrowing under the ground quickly as he possibly can. He kicks up a bunch of snow and ice behind him, and he disappears underneath the ground.
Disgusting beast! And I look around as I'm covered in this goo. Is it still doing damage to me, or am I cool?
You did take, on that last hit, you did take 7 more points of cold damage. Halved, so 3 points of cold damage.
What about Brutus?
Brutus is fine, because he's not in the range of him anymore. But, yeah, you definitely feel that cold of that slime still covering your body. Doesn't seem to, after it hits you that first 6 seconds or whatever it is, you're able to wipe it off, and it doesn't seem to affect you anymore.
Alright, I'm going to use my second wind, so I can get a d10 plus 5.
Sure.
10, baby.
Hell fucking yeah.
Ah, that's a 3, but I got 8 back, so at least I'm not so dead.
Yeah. Very good. Let me, you guys are dropped out of initiative right now. This thing is fucking terrified of the flame and the fire and all that, so, it's booked it. It doesn't want anything to do with you guys.
Well, gents, I suggest we quit standing around here like fucking a-holes and keep moving here.
I'm gonna fly over the hole real quick. Like, can I see anything?
No, so he burrowed down there.
Oh, he burrowed. He didn't dig a hole.
Yeah, and so everything kind of just like came behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I walk back over to the wagon and I retie the rope back to Cuomo.
Hell yeah.
I bring the griffin down and retie it.
Easy
And
peasy.
then hop back in the wagon, and I start, fingering my potion again, and just looking at that griffin.
Now the griffin has a sharp pain in its back.
All right. Solrak, you doing anything up there?
I'm gonna try to clean myself off as much as I can,
Yeah.
and Brutus, while these guys take their sweet, sweet time moving an inch.
No, totally.
How's
Not.
everybody's health? I can't see the numbers anymore. Oh no, there they are. Never
I
mind. I
have
see 'em.
17.
Okay.
I'm going to
Oh, a
roll
little hurt.
a
Shoot 22. I have 22.
second win for Brutus right now. He's back to full health.
Yeah.
Actually, no. 2 points behind, but yeah.
All right, gents. Let's hurry on back into town now.
I still think there's something else out here.
Great idea here. Let's go.
Wilmore, you'd piece together that the footprints, the bestial ones that you saw, looked like the size of his.
Oh, the ones earlier?
Yeah.
Were him? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of sad we couldn't kill that thing, but I guess. Let's keep
Great
on
job
keeping
with
it.
fire, though. Good idea here.
Yeah,
I
certainly
mean, I
was
did
not
know
expecting
exactly what
that.
to do.
I thought you were gonna hit him with a couple Eldritch Blast, but that was more badass.
I definitely
Always keep a fireball in the pocket. That's why I spend $2,000 on a ruby.
Yeah, and I have my fire potion, but that runs out after like an hour, so I don't necessarily want to use it.
You got the sword anyways.
Exactly. So, let's keep moving here.
Alright, group survival check. Solrak's leading the way with Brutus, and you guys have the wagon with the animals and all the ingots.
Jesus.
Hungry.
Oh, 6.
Okay. All right, so you guys begin making your way back, and the weather is really picking up now. The snow coming down heavy, and the visibility in front of you guys going down to like only about like 60 feet in front of you. It's pretty treacherous to be able to traverse these lands right now, but it's not too far of a trek for you guys to, make it back to Bryn Shandir. So you know that you just need to stay on this path from Kelvin's Cairn and just keep on going down there. So lo and behold, even without the visibility and the heavy snowfall coming in, you guys are able to make it back to Bryn Shandir without too much of an issue outside of this crimson slimy beast that emerged from the depths below. Yeah, you guys make your way back into the north gate of town. Let me actually pull up the Bryn Shandir map. And, if it's up here somewhere, if it's easy to access.
Man, I need to get me some lights like you, man. I'm mesmerized by your fucking screen.
Oh, with the light behind me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I was cleaning out my closet and I found it. I used to use it for Moonlight shows and shit. Alright, so let me clear out these drawings. You guys are coming through this north gate, right? The very north area. Through that path, and yeah, coming back in, you guys see the North Look Inn. That's right at the entrance, pretty much, as you guys are coming on in there. Go ahead and draw a circle right on it, so you guys can see where that is. And you have the ingots in tow behind you. You guys gonna make it down to the Black Iron Blades, or where are you planning on going with them?
Are we trying to meet up with the dwarves or head back to the Black Iron Blades?
Feel like the dwarves was the move, right?
Yeah, because they were gonna give us a reward. I feel like maybe we gather them and then we head to the Black Iron Blades.
Exactly. And then we can clean off and shit.
Exactly.
I mean, I do know the blacksmith in town needed some ingots too.
That's the Black
Over
Iron
these
Blades.
Yeah, that's the Black Iron Blades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we hit the tavern, try and see if the dwarves are there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So yeah, easy peasy. It's right at the entrance right there. So you guys pop on in real quick into the North Look Inn to see if the dwarves, the 3 dwarves, are there, especially Haruna, the one that spoke to y'all. And yeah, you pop on in there real quick. See Scram Sachs and the crew in there. A couple of patrons. But you don't see the 3 dwarves in there as you guys pop on in.
I
You don't think maybe they're over at the blacksmith?
They could be. I mean, you think we should try asking Scram Sachs or anyone else in here to see if they might know where they went?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll approach Scram Sachs. And so I move up. And what time of day is it too? Were we able to see when we were outside?
It's early. It's probably like 4 or 5 now. Probably 5-ish, yeah.
Good afternoon, Scram Sachs. We were do you recall those dwarves that we were talking to the other day?
Ah, yeah, you mean Haruna and the other ones that we're bringing. Yeah,
Yes,
I saw you
yes,
guys
yes.
speak at them.
Those are the ones. Yeah. Do you recall where they might be, or where they have gone?
Ah, hey, they do a lot of runs for Garn over at the Black Iron Blades. So you know, maybe over by the marketplace or at the Black Iron Blades could be a good bet to find them.
Sure thing. We'll try there. Thanks, Scram Sachs.
Absolutely. You a little famished? Do you want any trout right now?
I mean, yes, I am famished, but we've got business to
Can I
take
hear that? Can I hear that? Can I hear him asking?
If you're close enough, I don't know where you are.
Right now I'm like over here.
I mean, that's where you are on the map, but you could have came up with them too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm behind him, and while he's trying to say we got important business to say, I said,
I thought you'd never ask, Hare. I'll take 2, actually make it 4 of your finest trout. I'm starving, Hare.
Aye,
Ah.
you feeling the trout tonight? Good thing, because we didn't end up having any of the trappers or hunters come back with any good-looking game today.
Don't worry. Some fish will do plenty fine, Hare.
Marsha, get the smoker fired up. We've got some trout coming down.
Damn it, Soul Rack, man. We've got business to take care of. We got all those fucking ingots.
down. Oh yeah, they're outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be done in 1 second, Hare.
Oh, come on, man. Make it fast.
I'm gonna go back out and actually stay with the cart.
Fair enough.
Scrimsex, I guess if Soul Rack is staying for a minute, you might as well give me a glass of water.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
That weather was absolutely brutal out there.
Yeah, it's a rough day for sure. You guys were out there traversing.
Yeah, boy, were we.
I wouldn't want to be out there today. Thrim definitely isn't looking down on us. Very plentiful, or very politely today, if you will.
I'd say so. You know, there's some giant, slimy, gross creature that burns out there, comes out of the snow. Just have to fight it, Hare.
No, I never came across a beast like that in any of my travels or adventures. You know, I used to be just like you, yourself one day. I used to go out there and slash and bash.
The good times, Hare, but
They were.
lucky to make it alive, Hare.
Sure am. Now I got this lovely establishment. You look around, it's kind of a piece of shit, but it treats me well. And he recognizes it. It's not the nicest place.
Hey, the food you guys have, it's good enough for me.
And that's what keeps people coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Marsha comes out with the
that
trout.
knucklehead trout is a winner.
So she comes out with the trout.
Yeah, Marsha comes out,
And as
plates.
soon as that plate hits with the 4 trout, I'm just fucking gorfing it down.
She like looks at you. Oh wow. Hungry.
Oh my god, this is delicious here. This is the best trout I've ever had here. Oh.
That's what we hear.
Scramsax, what's his damage? I'll take care of it so that we can be in and out of here.
Don't worry, I got you guys a tab going.
You are the man, Scramsax.
Yeah, you guys can handle it once you check out.
Sure thing. Solrak, I'll be outside with Chaddington.
I'm literally licking the plate clean now as I'm finishing up. That, my friend, is the best meal ever.
Make a Constitution check. That was so fast.
Alright, 1 second. Constitution.
You guys like the tavern ambiance?
It's sweet. Oh, there it is. 15.
Yeah, you scarf that shit down. It's tasty. The last plate, you have a little bit of a hard time getting it down. You choke a little bit. But man, that stuff is delicious, and you're feeling pretty good after eating that. You can roll a hit die if you want and add that to your health.
Yay!
That's how good the salmon or the trout is.
Hell yeah. Do I get to choose between a
Do a
12
do a
D10?
D10.
Alright. Shouldn't have asked. God damn it! A 1!
That's the second time you did that.
Fitting
Million to
for
one.
recovering health from a fish. All right.
Right? Hey,
All right, I tried. So you guys heading on out then?
I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
All right, cool.
would that have taken like an hour or so?
No, that was probably only 25 minutes.
All right.
Try and take a short rest real quick.
That's what I was trying to do.
Let's say you can take a short rest since you rode on the wagon and you didn't do much of like walking or nothing on the way
You
home.
can say I didn't do shit.
Yeah. You took a short rest. That's what you did.
Right? That's fair. Love it.
All right.
Yeah, and I would have just stayed on the wagon the whole time, like while he was in there eating and everything.
That's fair. Yeah, you didn't really do anything, so that's cool. Okay, so you guys heading down towards the market square to get to the Black Iron Blades?
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. Let me turn off the tavern